Hi everyone, it's Miss Els here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make minted lamb koftas with a minty yogurt dip to go with it. So really easy recipe. All you need is some really simple ingredients. It's really perfect if you can get lamb in season. So you can get some really good ingredients for this. So you need lamb mince, you need a chilli, you need half a small onion, a clove of garlic, and some mint. And then for the yogurt dip, just mint and the yogurt. So I'm going to show you how to make this. See you in a minute. All right guys, so the first thing I'm going to prepare is the onion. So I'm just going to go onion underneath, and all I want is half of this onion. So I don't want it all, otherwise it'd be too strong, especially because I've got the mint coming through it as well. So then I am going to take the top bit off here. And then I always peel my onion after that. I always peel the first bit of onion off because sometimes it can be moldy or it can just not be very nice. So I always peel it off. Notice how I have left this bit on. Can you see that? Because that bit can, well, it's the strongest part and that bit makes me cry. So I'm going to try and leave that on right until the end, take it off. So then I'm just going to go underneath, and I'm going to slice the onion, and then I'm going to dice it as well, as small as you can. You don't want really big chunks of onion in your koftas. So then I'm onto the end bit. I'm going to throw that a little bit away. So I've got my onion and I'm just going to put that to one side. Result, I haven't cried yet. Then with the garlic, I'll show you the garlic first. So I'm just going to cut that bit off first. And then I'm just going to press down. And then it releases the skin. It's a lot easier to take the skin off garlic if you do that. And then I'm going to put it in my garlic press. You can cut this up into little pieces if you want to, if you haven't got a garlic press at home. But if you do, they're a really useful tool. So I'm going to squeeze that into my mince. Now in my mince, I've already put in mint and I've mixed that thoroughly. And I'm just going to get my knife. Lovely jubbly. Then I'm going to put in my lovely, beautiful chilli. You don't have to add all of it. You don't even have to add it if you don't want to. So first of all, I take off the top, cut it in half, and you get rid of the seeds, and you get rid of any bits that you don't like the look of. So I'm going to go underneath. So there's the seeds, and really easy. You can just pull them out. Really easy. You can keep some of the seeds in if you want to. That's completely up to you, but I don't really want to bite into a seed. It's not the best texture. And any bit of the chili that you see, any of the white bit, then I'd always try and pull that bit off because it can be really quite bitter and that doesn't taste very nice. So now I've got my 2 chili halves, and I'm going to finally dice this up. And then it literally just goes into the mince in just a little while. You can chop it as finely as you want, or you can have big pieces. It's completely up to you. So I'm going to go for kind of average medium pieces because I want to be able to see it, because it adds a nice colour to the koftas. So it adds like a little splash of red. And then I'm going to put my onion, and I'm going to put in my chili, like so. And then I've just measured out all that's in here is 1 teaspoon of cumin, and I'm going to add that in. And then with my tablespoon, you can use any spoon you want. You can even use a fork, mash it up, so you can see all in there. The smell of cumin is so good. And I'm just going to mix this up. You want to mix this thoroughly so it's evenly dispersed, all the ingredients, all the cumin, all the seasoning. There we go, absolutely lovely. Now, if you want some people I know are really picky and they don't like bits of onion in it. But I think onion gives a really, really good flavour. So what I do is I grate the onion and add it in, and they don't really know it's in there, but it just tastes really good. So that's what I do for that. So, woo! Save that bit. So it has all thoroughly combined, like so. Now this is where you're going to have to get your hands in there. You're going to have to get a bit sticky, a little bit, you know. And I have got metal skewers. You can use wooden skewers. If you are using wooden skewers, you need to soak them first. Why? Otherwise they're burnt. So you can use wooden ones, that's fine, but just make sure you soak them first. Metal ones I think are really good because once you've bought them, you can reuse them for so many things, as well as toasting marshmallows, making chicken kebabs. So I have got my grill pan ready here, and a little trick that I'll share with you, and this helps with the washing up, is I line it with tin foil. Now I teach, and when I have a class filled with 26 or so students, and we're making koftas or making kebabs, there is a lot of washing up. So it saves a lot of time and a lot of bother. So get your hands in, make sure you've washed your hands. And now I'm going to shape them. So I'll show you two ways that you could do them. So you could do them into kind of medium-sized balls or any size that you want to. And you could thread them through, and you could keep them like that. Okay, so you'll just put in another one, kind of shape that through, and you could keep them like that. Or you could do a kind of long oblong shape. So just roll it like a sausage. Get your skewer and you can go up through that. Now you can make it a little bit thinner so you can squish it, mush it. Try and make sure it is the same thickness. So if you have a really thin bit up there and a really thick bit here, that bit's going to cook quicker and it won't be as tender, and that bit could actually still be raw. So you want to make sure that you've got it the same thickness. You don't want to give people food poisoning or for it to be lack of consistency. So I'm just going to carry on doing these. So these are the koftas, and I put them on my grill, and I preheated my grill to 180, and I'm going to cook them for roughly 10 minutes, and then I'm going to turn them over and then cook them roughly for 5 more minutes, or if not, I'm going to gauge how long it needs. Now, lamb mince needs to be cooked all the way through for this. See you in a little while. Whilst you're waiting for them to cook, you can make your mint yogurt dip. This is really easy. So mint is this really fragrant herb. It's beautiful, and you just want to get some leaves. Now you can buy packets of these, and you can buy a plant as well and keep it on your windowsill. I love having fresh herbs. If you buy the packs and they're just the leaves, they go off really, really easy. So you could waste a lot if you're not going to use them straight away. So just be careful. If you buy a living plant, it does last a lot longer, and it can keep growing and keep coming back. So it is really, really worth it, and there's not much price difference at all. So I'm just going to grab the biggest leaves. Try not to get the baby leaves because they're still growing. Give them a chance. So there we go. So I've got my leaves here. I've just got a little small knife. What I'm going to do really easy, and this also releases the flavour, is I'm going to collect them all together and I'm going to roll them like this. They're all kind of squished together. And then I'm going to get my little knife and I'm just going to cut them up and cut the roll that I formed, because it's just a lot easier to do that. So any herbs that I do have that you want to add quite a lot in, you can roll them up and it just cuts them. It's just so much easier. So I've got my mint here now. Okay. And then all I've got in here is natural yogurt. I'm using full fat. I don't recommend using low fat. It can have added sugar, and full fat just tastes so much better. So why not? Let's just do this. So you add your mint to the yogurt, and then you literally just mix it in. Now, say if you wanted to make some really spicy koftas, you could add chili flakes, you could add some hot paprika, or you could add some chili, some stronger chilies, and this will help people, and it cools it down a little bit, so it will cool your mouth down if it does get too hot. So all I'm going to do now is just taste a little bit of this, see if it needs any S&P, see if it needs any more mint. Okay, that definitely needs more mint. So I'm just going to pick some more leaves. So always taste your food. So I've just put the spoon in the sink because no double dipping. So pick more and more. Now you could use, or could, if you don't want mint and you don't like that flavour, you could make a cucumber. You could add cucumber to it, and you just cut the cucumber really, really small. Add that in. And just give that another mix. Okay, that should be a bit better now, because I want to be able to taste that mint. That is a lot better now. And then I'm going to cover that, leave it to one side, or leave it in the fridge depending on how long it's going to take. And then I'm going to serve it with my koftas. So they took 5 minutes extra than what I thought for cooking. Just make sure that they're lovely golden brown all the way through, and then they'll be done. So now it is time to taste a little bit. So I'm going to dip it in the dip I made earlier. So you can definitely taste the mint. Nice little kick from the chili. It's good. I definitely recommend making these. They can go on the barbecue at summer. You can eat them now. You could have them as a starter. You can make mini ones and have them as little appetizers. They're just so good. Definitely try it.